bienvenue dans son let's play de Mass Effect Andromeda. Nous venions de parler à Tan, qui est là-haut là. Et qu'est-ce qu'il nous reste à faire? Enfin, il nous reste plein de trucs à faire. Donc ça c'est le système Onaon. Ensuite, ration alliée, d'accord. Ok, mission d'Eleus sur Eos, mauvais plan. Quelle angoisse. Ça ok, le tempête, le pijac, très bien, tâche supplémentaire. Oh là c'est déjà là. Ah, ça, après... Je pense qu'on va refaire un tour hein, sur rapidement. Ouais, quoi que non, on va d'abord aller sur la nouvelle planète. On va aller sur la nouvelle planète. Hein. Mission terminée, on va quand même finir. Oh là là. Ouais, en fait, on a fait pratiquement... Oh. Allons-y au pif. Ne nous prenons pas la tête, on est là pour s'amuser. Poète, poète, poète. T'as des trucs à dire, toi? Si t'as des trucs à dire, on s'en branle. Ah, on s'en branle. Et à lui, là, voilà. Il y a une quête. Elle est nulle.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
You know what they say. It's not paranoia.
If someone is out to get you, yeah. Third time this week. It's getting worse. First one was small stuff. This one could have hurt bad if I'd been closer.
That's not good. Sorry. Understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Whoever's doing this has to be stopped before someone gets seriously hurt.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I'm an engineer, not a PI. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait, that's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Bien sûr, j'ai que ça à foutre. L'initiative repose sur mes épaules, mais je vais t'aider à scanner des panneaux électriques.
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that would really help. I've sent the locations to your Omnitool.
Ouais, allez, abrège.
Just send me the date.
Abrège, Michel.
No, I'm fine. And I don't...
Find out why. Be careful.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Oui, non, il y a plus que ça à scanner, mais comme je sais lequel c'est.
How many times have I told you this story?
343.
Wait, what? You've been keeping count. Good shot. That's not funny.
Par contre, après, je me souviens plus. Hein. Donc là, non, là c'est la galère. On va la sélectionner, cette carte. Ah non, il faut quand même que je les scanne toutes. Quelle angoisse. Quelle angoisse.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
What am I going to do? This is a nightmare.
On arrive, machine.
Weekly injury report. Minimum casualties. A good week.
What am I going to do?
C'est parallèle, on fait tout au pif en même temps, mais c'est pas grave.
It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political.
Elle a des épaules cheloues, hein.
He's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
Exile, huh? Guess it wasn't for having a hand in the cookie jar.
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
J'ai tout
I'd
ça
be
à
happy
faire.
to.
Et je serais ravi,
thank
bien
you.
sûr.
I'm
Tout
sure
à
the
fait.
jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
Non, j'en ai rien à branler. Là, je suis perdu avec ma tête à la con, là. Non, ça c'est fait.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Hello, Pathfinder.
Superintendent Cash reminds
Yes, oh là là, j'ai fait le con à vouloir...
its first outpost in Helios. The establishment of the outpost was
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Ah oui, parce que c'est marqué sur la map. C'est bien foutu, hein. Ouais, je suis salaud parce que c'est pas plus dégueulasse que la plupart des quêtes de tous les jeux à la con, mais... Disons que sur ces mécaniques de quête, etc., il est pas plus honteux que la plupart des jeux du genre. C'est juste qu'il arrive à une époque où il arrive trop tard. Il est extrêmement daté, et je crois que très long développement du jeu, bah, c'est le problème de... Et puis de tout le monde, tous les problèmes que le jeu a connu pendant son développement, bien sûr. T'as un
Zara
blast,
Kellis?
Zara Kellis,
Yes?
quoi.
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patil's. A third party seems likely.
Looks like someone is using both you and Raj to cover their tracks.
They'd need pretty high-level access for that. Still, it's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something
T'inquiète, moi
there.
j'ai accès, je vais y
You stay
aller.
put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you.
Donc, vous voyez, vous commencez à comprendre ce que je vais expliquer par backtracking de l'enfer. Et ça, sur l'échelle du backtracking du jeu, on est à 1 sur 10. Il y a notamment une quête que j'ai en tête, qui est nulle à chier, mais que je ferai rien que pour que tout le monde comprenne bien le concept du backtracking dans ce jeu. Ah, vaut mieux rigoler, hein. Alors... On va tout lire des fois que... Voilà.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
Heureusement qu'il est, elle est liée, hein, parce que dis donc. Qu'elle a eu de
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Alors, faut scanner les mecs du service de sécurité. Ah, mais casse-toi, mongolo, putain.
Ugh, these guidelines for new recruits are killing
Michel là, si je dis pas de bêtises, voilà. Bonjour Michel.
This person is not a match.
Bien, juste là-haut.
The human Pathfinder has
Mais elle a retendu
Alec Ryder was killed after touching
Michel.
Inaccurate match.
the Erickson system. Ryder's daughter is reported
On va échanger. C'est passionnant, hein, comme vous voyez. Il va y avoir de la bagarre, hein, vous inquiétez pas, détendez-vous. On va aller se flitter, il n'y a pas de problème.
Top scientists have few answers as the dark
Il y a
energy
quand même 2-3 quêtes dans le Nexus parce que c'est la base, mais on va pas s'attarder. Hein. Il est là-bas, c'est lui le fils de pute. Bouge pas Michel.
Scan results show
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look,
Et on
not
va
to
te
be rude, but I
fumer.
have work to do.
Is that what sabotage is called these days? Work?
You're pretty arrogant for the new kid. You don't even know what's been going on.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Tu vas commencer à bien parler parce que ça va
Screw
mal
this.
se mettre.
Screw all you hypocrites on this station.
C'est ça.
You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
Ceci dit, sur le fond, on le verra par la suite, il a totalement raison, hein, mais...
I'm sorry for what happened, but
Ouais,
sending
il a raison pour
explosives
foutre en l'air la
isn't the
station,
answer.
mec.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Je vais lui dire de partir.
We can't let you stay on board. There's no saying what else you're capable of.
Wait, you'd let me go?
If you call exile letting you go, sure. You leave and you don't come back.
I'll leave.
Ah ouais, tu m'étonnes. Merci Michel. Alors, on va retourner dans... En vrai, là je le fais exprès parce que j'aurais pu tout faire tout à l'heure, plusieurs fois même. Parler aux prisonniers, mais... je trouve ça plus rigolo de faire subir le backtracking. Poète, c'est là. Heureusement, ça, les temps de chargement sont pas très longs. Heureusement. Quoique si tu fais tourner le jeu sur un disque dur mécanique, c'est l'enfer. Et pourquoi on voudrait faire ça, je sais pas. Hein. Mais il y en a qui le font et je les plains.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilk and Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilkan, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
Your wife's all broken up over this. She says you didn't do it, and that she loves you.
She's a wonderful person. At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Last I checked, getting into a spat wasn't against the law.
There's more. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. Witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Bon, cette quête-là, on peut la faire tout de suite, mais il vaut mieux la faire après la seconde planète parce qu'on a... Parce qu'en fait, ça va nous amener dans une partie d'Eos, donc la première planète, qui a un niveau 2 de radiation. Donc vaut mieux attendre de faire la deuxième planète pour que la radiation baisse sur la première, etc. Enfin, on va la prendre maintenant, mais il faudra retourner sur
I'm
le début
so
du
sorry.
truc.
That's awful.
We were close. He
Trace
was a stubborn son of a... I admired that about him.
on rush, on
But I
s'est
was
fait pas
enraged
chier.
when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Ah bah je suis gogol, hein,
Don't
donc
throw on
j'ai
the towel
décidé dès le
yet.
début.
I'll review the evidence.
Allons-y.
Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Any logistics updates are due within the hour.
Ah oui, il faut que tu saches, YouTube, que j'ai fait des frais pour toi. Hein. Tu auras pas remarqué que le son de mon micro est dégueulasse depuis le début et que je galère à trouver un truc à peu près potable. Là, je pense que c'est le mieux que je puisse tirer de mon micro en ce moment là. Donc j'ai commandé un micro un peu plus d'équerre. Et j'ai aussi commandé une carte d'acquisition qui va supporter le 29e UWQHD que je vais foutre dans un autre PC et peut-être éventuellement je pourrai encore améliorer la qualité des vidéos, même si là franchement je vais pas me plaindre, hein. Mais je me dis que je pourrais encoder en software parce que l'encodage hardware, moi ça m'a jamais enfin ouais, je vais pas faire on va pas faire un débat sur les sur les flux vidéo, mais bref, je vais encoder à partir d'un autre PC, je sais pas encore lequel. Éventuellement, voir, je ferai des essais de toute façon, mais ça c'est plus pour le streaming parce que si je fais de temps en temps un peu de streaming, j'ai pas envie que ça plombe les perfs. Je veux pouvoir streamer aussi bien, éventuellement, hein. Détends-toi, hein. On parle à moyen terme au minimum, hein. Et que de temps en temps, hein. Je veux pouvoir streamer ce que j'ai envie. C'est-à-dire que je veux pas être obligé de me contenter de streamer, je sais pas moi, du Darkest Donjon, des machins comme ça, ou voilà, si je veux envie de streamer du Mass Effect Andromeda, je veux pas avoir de perte de perf, quoi. Donc je diffuserai depuis un autre PC. Faudra que je m'arrange, bref j'ai pris la carte déjà. En tout cas rapidement il y aura du meilleur son, ça c'est sûr. Et c'est pas mal, hein. Ça sera déjà pas mal, hein. Parce que là c'est vrai que le son est quand même dégueulasse, hein. Franchement, ça m'a gonflé. Alors. Non. Oui. Ah, il faut que je parle à Kandros. Oh là là. Vous voyez, je parle et je me souviens plus de ce qu'il faut faire. Bref, dans... Pas tout de suite, mais attends-toi à voir arriver des vidéos avec une meilleure qualité d'image probablement et surtout de son dans les 10 jours qui viennent, le temps que je fasse des tests. Le temps d'uploader les vidéos parce que j'en ai encore...
Glad to see you finally.
J'imagine que j'ai de l'avance sur les vidéos enregistrées par rapport à celles que j'upload, donc il faudra attendre un petit moment avant que ce soit
I
effectif.
spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
Non, on l'a pas cru.
And you assume he's lying.
What's a lie to a
C'est
murder?
cool, quoi.
Look,
Ah, le
knock
modèle
yourself
3D est
out.
dégueulasse.
Key
À part quand
witness
elle a l'arme,
Cassidy
quand
Shaw
les
works
personnes
in
ont l'armure,
operations.
hein.
Go
Mais
ahead and
sinon,
talk
c'est
to her.
dégueulasse, hein.
And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
J'en ai rien à foutre de ton
Bye,
histoire.
Kandros.
You
Oui, Michel. Passer l'enregistrement. On va aller passer l'enregistrement. Hein. Il est là-bas. Oh là là. Angoisse c'est maximal. Hop là.
The Nexus versus colonist Nilkin, evidence 7A. Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Reporting back.
Bien. Ensuite... Allez, j'ai acté un Micheline qui est là-haut. Hop là.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilkin murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilkin and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilkin threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
C'est triste. Hein.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Angoisse. J'avais oublié tout ce merdier.
Hello, Pathfinder. Guess this is your place now.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the skirt.
Ryder, you're off to a promising start. I meant what I said. You are a symbol now of hope, that things will get better. Though I worry about this terraforming network. What do we really know about it?
It's like nothing we've ever seen. It's clear somebody had big plans for this cluster.
But who?
Not sure yet, but at least we're on the trail.
Did you have some other business?
I'm looking into the Nilkin-Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
I think we already have. Though physical evidence will only bolster the case.
I'm hoping it proves something else happened.
This case has been a political nightmare. With all we've been through, the people need stability. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure. I see great things in our future.
Voilà, c'est bien. On s'en branle. Et on se casse. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a à faire? Non, d'accord. On s'en verra plus tard. Le tempête, le singe, ok. Ça, c'est pas pour tout de suite. Ah, faut que j'aille voir le frère. Ah ouais. On va aller voir le frère avant. Et après, on partira ici.
fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors on the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
Once we gather
Uh.
a few more colonists.
I'll make it right, Dash.
Harry, what's happening with Scott?
Well, we got him out of the pod. I don't want to get your hopes up, but Sam managed to find him, you might say.
I don't follow.
Well, he's still in a coma, but he also has an implant like yours, and Sam managed to access it. He's made contact.
That's incredible. He's okay?
Vitals are steady, but I'm letting Sam take the lead on this one.
Though in a coma, Scott's mental processes remain intact.
So is he okay?
You can ask him yourself. A moment while I establish a link with his implant. Proceed.
Scott? Can you hear me?
Is that you, sis? I don't understand. What's happening?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion. Do you understand?
Wow, really? How are we talking?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and sound in the medbay.
Guess I'll take your word for it. I can't feel anything, but I still hear you. Is Dad okay?
He's away on a mission right now. I know he's worried about you, though.
Yeah, sure he is. I'm probably just lost luggage to him by now.
You're wrong. He cares.
Well, at least he's barking orders at you and not me.
Yeah.
So how's her new home? Does Habitat 7 live up to the hype?
Just wait till you see it. It's amazing. Even better than the hype.
That's great news.
We're busy getting colonies up and running.
And if I could move any part of my body, I'd be there helping you guys.
You were never one to quit, little brother. A nap won't hold you back.
Oh, I don't know. I could get used to this. A nice IV drip. Nurses to keep me company.
Slacker.
Yeah.
J'aurais dit que
Wherever
tard,
they
mais
are. I
c'est
think
exactement
Mom's
ce
giving
que
me
j'ai l'air.
business for me.
What happened?
The connection was only temporary. His condition remains stable.
Allez, modèle, bordel.
Sorry, it seemed better than nothing. I'll keep you posted, promise.
Thanks, Harry.
Si ça, si veut, lui.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
That's awful. I'm sorry, Nigel.
Yeah. We were gonna start families out here together. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Voilà, bon, allez, on se casse. Hein. On veut aller buter des gens, nous, maintenant. Paf.
As sleepers wake from stasis,
On veut de l'action.
urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think
Connerie, on veut rien savoir.
this
Hop.
is HNS.
They offered to put me on the transfer list.
Top scientists have
Et c'est parti.
Admiral's been asking if you can come by.
Comme message. Framerate, détends-toi. Je voulais juste le Mako, changer la couleur. Et on va partir avec il faut que j'aille voir l'autre là. Ouais, on va aller le voir quand même, histoire de...
A secure outpost. Finally.
Prodroma's better be worth all that time Ryder put into it.
If they fail, the Nexus...
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Hautement inintéressant.
So, Vetra,
Merci pour ta
I hear this
contribution.
Joker who you would hope to do. Where'd you hear that?
Sarah Michel. Hein. Ouais, on sait pas, mais Sarah.
Not saying much.
Watch it. Forget him. Let's get a game going with everyone else to hone our skills and take him out.
Let's do it. Hey, Costa, want in on this?
No thanks. I need my creds. And my clothes. And both my kidneys.
Ah mais c'est pas un monde tout de suite, c'est vrai que le deuxième monde c'est du blabla. Oh l'angoisse.
We're on a collision course with unknown objects.
Collision
Make
is
corrections.
imminent.
Sam, are you on this? All stop now!
Aïe 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 aïe.
Cat ships. A dozen. No, more.
They've got us pinned against the Scourge.
They are scanning us, Pathfinder.
We'll scan them back!
Where is the one who activated the remnant? Their DNA signature is there. Answer me.
You're the one in my way. Who are you?
They've lost navigation.
We're being steered into their ship.
Just tell me what you want.
I won't explain what you can't understand.
Ryder, I have almost regained control of the ship. I need a few more seconds.
You can't take a ship full of people just because you feel like it. Who do you think you are?
Enough! Your defiance is naive and reckless.
This day marks the beginning of your greatness.
Sam,
I have plotted a potential course through the Scourge.
do it! Report.
Enemy destroyed. Damage to aft sensors.
Scourge got it?
Yes.
Get us out of here.
It will be tight.
Callow? Yes!
Nice work, kid.
Yeah, but who the hell was that guy?
Ryder, we've got trouble down here. You need to find us a port now.
Great. Where'd we end up, anyway?
Sensors are damaged, but I think we're at the vault's coordinates.
You think? Gil, give it what you can. We're setting down.
We're being contacted.
We have to land. Open a comm.
Tov Jagalesto. Tov Jagalesto.
Listen, sorry to just show up like this, but I swear, we're the galactic good guys.
Efanola. Fahan and Gasadregara. Efanola. They're forcing us to land.
Then we land. Yes. Look at that. It's beautiful. We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
If this goes badly, if I get eaten alive, even if it's hilarious, please destroy the vids.
Tasko Jabba Yenvat.
Get us Squal Tamyahal.
Need me to take my shoes off?
They ham Dalgos.
Nathan Roa.
I'm Paran Shai, Governor of Aya. We are the Angara.
Hello. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
Yes, you crossed dark space. I've heard of your journey, Joel. I have this in hand.
Ephra saw this ship come in and sent me to find out what's going on.
She's a human from another galaxy. A Pathfinder.
Aya is hidden, protected. What do you want?
I apologize. Landing here the way we did, without warning, on fire, was not the plan.
That's good to know. Because if it was, that would be a very bad plan. I'll inform Ephra. He'll be waiting for you in his office at the Resistance headquarters. I'll meet you there.
I will accompany you through our city. Your crew will stay on your ship. Follow me. Follow closely. Do not try to explore the city or interact with anyone. Ephra's guards will use force if necessary.
Understood. Is it okay to ask you
La bonne, c'est terrible.
questions?
I suppose.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket and protect us.
What's happening?
On devrait rapidement retourner à la bagarre.
I detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
This is insane. It belongs in a containment cell.
Let Governor Shire handle this.
You don't know what you're doing.
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
How did it find us?
She, not it. And stop staring.
Donc ça, les mecs se sont dit que c'était une bonne idée de
None
faire
of the
marcher le
local
perso
flora
à 2 à
register
l'heure.
in my data files. We've encountered an undiscovered ecosystem.
Your city is beautiful.
C'est beau, hein?
Thank you.
C'est beau, Michel. Hein?
You're the first outsider to see it.
I'm honored. What happens if Ephra doesn't like me?
He won't. But you need to earn his trust.
It'll be okay.
He's responsible for everyone's safety. I know what that's like.
You're a leader.
Trying to be.
This is the Resistance headquarters.
They are bullies, but this situation is now your fault. Don't get kicked out, Moran, not because of them.
But you're telling me to be weak?
No. I am telling you to be strong through your cunning and heart. Okay? Hey.
It really is the best one in the Resistance.
I know.
Our experience with the Ket makes us naturally distrustful of all aliens.
We've had our own run-ins with the cat.
Then you really do understand. When the Archon came to Helios, he demolished our sovereign state. Took what he wanted, as if we were nothing. Now, the Ket mercilessly abduct Angara. Often, we never see our people again. Come this way. Ephra is waiting.
Wait, the cat kidnap you? Steal your people?
And the Resistance fights them every day. With everything we can.
Is it attrition? What are they after?
You should save your questions for Ephra.
Kadara be damned. I won't lose Vold. Ephra, this
Elle
is
a
one of
pédé
the
en mission diplomatique avec son Marcel Blasto et sa dédiette de chimpanzé, putain.
Pathfinder. It's an aggressive move coming to Aya.
My people from the Milky Way were bold enough to come to Andromeda. I need to be at least that bold to save them.
So, Pathfinder, never mind how you even found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you.
The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault.
But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
Let me show you what I can do. I won't take one step without your approval.
You have no idea what you're dealing with. The Angara learned years ago the perils of messing with vaults. So did the Ket, for that matter. We're done here. Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass. Joel, you talk too much. Let me assess this, alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me. Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first. I'm Jal Amaderov. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
I hope I don't regret this.
Me too.
I've organized my analysis of Aya. Shall I relay it to the Nexus?
Definitely.
Be careful out there.
Oh, I will.
You really think...
Stars above. It's you. I was hoping to get a chance to speak with you. You left your home to cross dark space. Is it true you can never go back?
Yeah. This is home now.
To take such a risk and give up your old life, why did you do it?
I couldn't resist the adventure of a lifetime.
I know the feeling. There's a rush in taking a chance and hoping for the best.
My turn for a question. Do I get to know your name?
Oh, of course. I'm Avela Kajar, curator for the Repository of History. We study relics of our past, try to piece together what we lost in the Scourge. And the truth is, there was something I wanted to talk to you about. Pathfinder, how much do you know about our history?
Bah, on vient d'apprendre que t'existais, donc pas grand-chose.
I still have a lot to learn.
Centuries ago, the Scourge targeted my people. Our ships were the first to go dark. Many of those ships went down over Havarl. The wilds of that planet are filled with history. A scientist on Havarl just contacted me with a new nav point of an intact crash site. A huge opportunity. But with Remnant patrolling the area, we can't get close enough. Not like you can.
How do you know about me and the Remnant?
I have friends in the Resistance. They heard your conversation with Ephra. I know it's a lot to ask, but you have a ship and the means to get past the Remnant. Without your help, I'm stuck.
I've always wanted to give archaeology a try.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. If you find anything, I'll be here. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Jamais joué au début.
Ryder, ship's fixed up and ready to fly.
Your ship is... We have nothing like it.
Wait till you see the inside.
It gets better.
Oh yeah.
You ready to go?
I'll introduce you to the rest of my crew.
I'm just saying, as far as first contact goes, at least that went better than the last one.
Only slightly.
Yeah, what happened? I wanted to look around.
And now we have another mouth to feed, whatever he eats.
Did the translators not work?
They work.
Come on, everyone. Can we just all please try to... just listen up?
Begging. Interesting strategy.
Ryder, we followed our best lead here, and now we don't even have that.
Jal has offered to do what he can to help us access the vault on Aya.
How do we do that when we're leaving the planet it's on?
That's a fair point. Jal?
Seriously?
Settle down. Ryder's right. There's an Angara right here. Let's hear from the new guy.
Michel, détends-toi.
One day, about 80 years ago, The Archon and the Ket arrived in Helios, and the horror began.
They declared war?
Nothing so easy to define or fight.
The Ket kidnap Angara. Their people disappear without a trace. What if they were us?
Sure, I'll fight Ket all day long, but that's no plan.
I agree. We need to get into that vault, Ryder.
Surprisingly, I'm with Peavy. Our own mission has to take priority.
We have a plan. Kind of. Pretty solid. Joel?
The resistance is stretched thin. I was tasked with traveling to 2 of our worlds at our briefing this morning. And you'll accompany me.
Because?
Because then, Ephra will see you as trustworthy. You want that.
Joel's told me about these 2 worlds, Havarl and Vold.
Before the Scourge disaster, Vold was a thriving planet of billions. A shining center of technology and life.
And now?
It's the center of our ground war against the Ket. Our resistance base is fighting Ket Command for control of the planet.
What about the other?
Havarl is the birthplace of the Angara. It's started to degrade, to become wild and dangerous. We suspect Remnant.
Now we're talking.
We've recently lost contact with our scientists.
Still don't get how any of this helps us.
I do. Help us, or rather help me, and I'll vouch for you, right? Because Jal wants inside Aya's vault too.
Pathfinder, it's your call.
Okay. Yes. I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Maybe more like optimism. Confidence? You'll get there.
Jal, give Callow the nav points for both planets. Let's do this.
Bien. Alors on a le choix entre aller sur Havarl ou sur Vold. Et on va commencer par Havarl parce que Vold en fait... Pas spoiler mais Vold c'est un monde, c'est un open world comme Eos. Havarl n'est pas un open world, c'est un gros niveau. On va commencer par Havarl. Surtout qu'Havarl, niveau DA, ça envoie du bois. Vold aussi, hein, c'est stylé, mais Havarl c'est vraiment, c'est vraiment très très stylé. Havarl, enfin, moi je trouve. Je veux juste jeter un oeil aux compétences de Jal parce que je me suis jamais joué avec. Ah oui, il est full techno, ah ça pourrait être pas mal. Ça pourrait être pas mal full techno. Fais voir ce que t'as, Michel. Ah non, il est, ouais, soldat rebelle alors. 15% dégâts des armes, ouais, d'accord. Ça de suppression, je m'en fous, des dégâts, on branle. Ah si... Mais non, ça c'est les passifs. Très bien, les frappes au corps à corps, ça je kifferais avoir ça, mais bon, je ne l'ai pas. Bon, je reste, ça fait quoi ça? Ah mais ouais, c'est chiant. Ah, c'est le rogue, hein. C'est totalement le rogue. Hein. Et c'est au niveau 6 que ça amorce pour les dégâts de combo, la grenade collante. Et jamais. Ça amorce. Moi il me faut des trucs qui font détonner, donc je vais malheureusement pas jouer avec. C'est con hein. Ah si, il devient un détonateur. Ah, faut que je le respecte. Oui, il touche juste à 2 ennemis proches. On va jouer avec Michel, mais on va le respect. Bouge pas YouTube, on va faire ça. On va respect l'Angara.
Still compiling my first impressions.
Par là.
But even their body language is so emotional. I can't wait for my first session.
Ça va me coûter une blague parce que j'ai déjà respect Drac et Vetra. Au moins 10 000 balles cette connerie. Oh là, 4000. Jal. Alors Michel. Rebelle, maniement d'armes, oui. On va déjà voir ce que font tes énergies. Donc c'est lui qui peut détonner. Donc soit c'est une amorce de combo, soit c'est une détonation de combo. On va faire une détonation parce que c'est ce qui nous intéresse, qu'il attaque les ennemis qui sont dans notre AE. Donc j'appuie dans les champs électromagnétiques de son disciple pour restaurer ses boucliers. C'est un frère lui, hein. 20 vitesse de recharge, ouais, d'accord, très bien. Vitesse de recharge ou. C'est un bouclier restauré, on va jouer efficacité, hein, ça me semble assez logique. Ça, bon, ça c'est amorcé, bouclier restauré, ouais. Donc en gros, si tu joues l'amorce, ça régène, et si tu joues la détonation, ça restaure. On va prendre restaurer. Hein. Ouais, on va prendre ça là. Zone d'effet. Hein. Paf, grenade collante. C'est une bombe, dégâts de zone, ça fait d'énormes dégâts. Putain. 30% de recharge, 20% de dégâts, ensuite on refait les dégâts aux zones d'effet. Ici derrière, dégâts, enfin dégâts. Hein. Des dégâts continus supplémentaires, ça je m'en fous. On va optimiser les dégâts. Hein. Paf. Ok, très bien, frappe vengeresse. Il y a une amorce hein, pour les détonateurs de combo. 6, on verra ça plus tard, mais frappe genre 1, Scamou, donc ça c'est le pouvoir de Rogue. Ça se recharge 1% plus vite. La frappe sanglante, ça met des dégâts progressifs ou ça se recharge plus vite, on va prendre la recharge plus rapide. Frappe éclair, réduction de dégâts à 75%. Réduit les dégâts infligés par les ennemis, et rien de la réduction de dégâts, je m'en fous complètement. Sinon il fait prend plus de dégâts Michel. Alors, même en arme, tac, très bien, terre de suppression. Qu'est-ce que ça fait ça? Les ennemis touchés par l'état de gel font moins de dégâts. Oui, c'est pas mal ça. Précision 15%, sur la zone d'effet des pouvoirs, plus 15% de dégâts. On va prendre amplitude, hein, ça me paraît assez logique. Les résiliences, les boucliers, défense rapide. 15 régénération, 10% d'accent de régénération, on s'en fout. Par contre, ouais, bah s'il joue sur la restauration, donc plutôt ça. Formation améliorée, bouclier restauré par les frappes au corps à corps, bien sûr qu'on va prendre ça. On va évidemment prendre ça. Voilà. Un Michel qui est prêt, puis on va le jouer parce que j'ai jamais joué. Tout à fait. Et alors du coup entre Jal et Vetra, faut que je fasse un choix entre Vetra et Drac. Mais c'est une détonation. Voilà, comme ça moi je fais tous les biotiques, Vetra fait les détonations de combo avec les pouvoirs de combat et j'aurai Jal qui fait les pouvoirs de détonation avec la technologie. Et une synergie, on va voir ce que ça donne, donc on va partir avec Vetra et Jal. Et Drake, à mon grand regret, que j'adore, mais on va se passer de lui. Très bien, bon. Très bien, Datapad, j'en ai rien à carrer. On s'en fout, on veut juste aller buter des gens. Et il est peu probable que ça soit pour cette vidéo encore. C'est l'ennui, hein. Je t'ai promis la hier, le sang, la bagarre, et ça fait 3 vidéos qu'il n'y a rien. Compléter YouTube. Hein. Et du coup, on va partir avec Vetra et Jal. Il est où? Il est là. Paf.
Just like Sir Cash.
Et on va juste se rendre sur... où est-ce que moi s'appelle?
I'm picking up something.
Gold et Avarn. Bah voilà. Allons là.
This is home. Our ancestors came from this system, from Havaru. It looks so small from here.
I'm picking up something.
Il y a une anomalie.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
défaut, on va tenter cette sublime armure d'Eleus, full Eleus. Ça va très bien. Le nomade est noir. On est bon.
Sending the nav point for Darpalev. That's where the Moshai's team should be. It used to be an Angaran town. There'll be landing pads and good sightlines for a safe approach.
Anomaly on the sensors. Something big, possibly hostile, taking evasive action.
Wait, I don't think his... Well, that's something you don't see back home.
Bringing us in.
Arrivé sur Avarl. Et on va s'arrêter là, YouTube. Bon là, normalement, après avoir bien galéré avec des dialogues nuls partout, là maintenant on va rentrer vraiment dans le vif du sujet, bagarre dans Step 20, dans les au moins 5 ou 6 épisodes qui viennent. On va pouvoir s'amuser. Voilà. Ciao YouTube.